Hey everybody, Dr. Seth here from Great Works Chiropractic. I realized that there are a set of stretches for hip opening or improving hip mobility that I'm recommending to a lot of people over and over and over again. So here I am, I'm about to record a video about how to do these stretches so that we can turn it into a QR code and send people here like I probably sent you just now, okay? So there are three key things that I want to be looking at with hip mobility when somebody's struggling with hip pain, usually connected to their low back dysfunction. The first is going to be a piriformis stretch. My strong preference, now there are many ways to do this, the way that I like to do it, and I don't need to you want to hold on to something for balance if you need that for safety. But let's say I was going to stretch my left side. What I would do is in a standing position, lift my leg, and watch me make a fool out of myself, right? Lift your leg, there we go, cross it over your knee, and then what you want to do is just sit your butt back while you keep your foot flexed and keep your knee held to the side. And you'll feel a really good stretch right down through here. Oh, here we go again. Good. There we go. Leave it up to recording for me to have a hard time with this. Whoa, okay. Once you get to maximum stretch with this, give it a little drop or two, just like that. The key to this is that chronic tightness isn't necessarily completely to do with a shortened muscle, but with too much tone. Tone is a signal sent out to the brain for the muscle to always be ready, a little bit contracted. And so a muscle that constantly feels tight sometimes just needs to be told to calm down. That fast stretch component at the end of it basically tells your brain, wait, I think I'm going to tear this muscle, I better bring down the tone. Lovely little brain trick, it's going to help you get more out of this stretch. Just make sure not to stretch into pain. Fair enough? Okay, we're going to move on to the next one, okay? So now we're going to do a gluteus medius stretch. What we're going to do with this one is, let's say again I'm stretching my left side, okay? I'm going to take that left foot, I'm going to cross it behind my right, okay? That's step one. Again, it can help to have a wall for this, okay? Step two is I'm going to just push my hips sideways like this. Now, make note, I'm not leaning my body to the side, I'm not leaning my body to the other side. I'm just letting my body almost kind of jackknife in half just a little bit while I push my hips to the side. I'm not letting them lean this way either. I want them to stay nice and level and just go to the side. And you just kind of sit into it while it's doing that. And you should feel everything just stretch right down here. Same thing applies. Hold that for 20-30 seconds or so, and then give it a quick pulse or two. Tells your brain, uh-oh, why are we over pushing this? Let's bring the tone down. Bringing the tone down reduces the tightness on the muscle. Having normal tone of supporting and moving muscles of the hip means less irritation, less inflammation, less pain, right? This is where we want to go. All right, guys, we're cooking with gas. Last one here. We're gonna stretch your tensa fascia lata. Okay, this is a complex muscle that starts at the hip here, works its way down. It flexes the hip, but also has moves it out to the side a little bit. It has a bit of a rotation, so it's a bit of a tough one to stretch. To start with this, to handle those two components, we're going to get down like this. Now the knee is bent. So that's gonna help us get the hip flexion component of that, okay? The next step to do with this is to take the front, now that we're down in a lunge with our knee down, we're gonna step this foot over across pretty aggressively, right? So now it's almost reversed from where it was before, okay? Now, balance again, right? There we go. So, the next thing to do, so now, same thing like we did with the previous stretch, we're gonna sit our hips forward and or to the side, and you should feel, my jeans are getting in the way a little bit, but you should feel a stretch kind of down the front and the side now. So you want to lean as forward into it as you can get, probably wear sweatpants instead of jeans on this, and just really push those hips to the side. You can put a hand down, you can have something to hold on to, and then just give it a quick pulse or two. Again, telling that brain to calm that muscle down so it can have a little less tone. Okay? That takes care of it. Any questions? You know where we live. Over and out.